Hello everyone out there in the real world, welcome back to my Lego world and welcome to Daly's Bricks. So welcome to today's videos guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Before we get started, first, please can I ask you, if you haven't done so already, why not? Please subscribe to this channel, and it would mean so much to me if you can give it a massive thumbs up and like this video. Also, if you haven't as well, please head on over to Instagram and check us out. We're there at dailies_bricks, and why not fire us a message and say hi. So, now we've got all that out of the way with, let's get cracking with today's video. So, what we're going to do today, hopefully be a short video, but I always say it's going to be a short video, and it's not as short as I think it's going to be, so I'm sorry. I do try my best to make it short and snappy. What we're going to do is we're going to get the holiday winter train set, and we're going to motorise it today. So I've got the parts and pieces for that. I'm going to show you how we do that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. So let's get cracking. So guys, this is the winter village train, the holiday train that was released a couple of years ago. I believe it's now a retired set, so having it is a little bit more sweeter then, especially having bought it when it was actually released. Now we got this set last year. In my mind, this is exactly what a Christmas train, or especially a Lego Christmas train, would look like. It's always been the plan in our Lego city and anything we build with Lego of it, if it can have power functions, or the option from Lego is to have power functions, then it will. So we've got the high speed train, which you can just see here. That's got power functions in, so it actually moves around itself. We've got the haunted house. That doesn't have power functions yet, but we will get all the parts to do that just over time. This is another piece that can have power functions, but it doesn't yet until now, and that's what we're going to do today. So going back to getting this last year, it was a nice fun build. I'm sure if you look online on YouTube, there'll be videos of people building it and things like that to give you a bit more in-depth review about it. It was a fun build. I enjoyed it massively around Christmas time, doing Christmas stuff, and this very much to me was a Christmas kind of activity, building all this up. One thing I do really like about this set, if I can show you, is just on the train itself here, how they did the steam coming out the top here. I just thought it was fantastic. It's a couple of little 2x2 circle white pieces staggered together. I just think that looks a lovely little touch. And then you've got all the Christmas decorations. I know it's missing one here, it's just in here, just dropped off as I was getting it all out. And you know, then you've got the tree, which as the train moves around, it actually rotates the tree around, which is quite a nice nifty little feature. So we're going to take this downstairs and we're going to add in our power functions features. But before we do that, let's explain what that means. So I believe, looking at the instructions of how to do this, I only need these two parts of the train. So if I just disconnect here, it's all just held together by magnets, those parts. Doesn't matter about it being on the track, it's going to come off in a second anyway. So I believe I only need these two parts. Now what we need to do is we need to change the chassis here to the power functions one, which we have here. So we'll need to lift this up and add in these new wheels and connect all this, which should be relatively easy. Then this part, the carriage part here, where the train driver sits, that needs to be lifted up, and we need to add in an IR receiver, so this can take the message from the remote control to basically start, and that will connect to the battery pack, which is here. It takes AAA batteries, and this goes into here, which is the kind of like the coal store, which would be on these kind of trains where they would just get the coal and whack it into the fire in there. I believe. I'm not an expert in trains, so I could be wrong there. So this will change actually, because at the minute it's slanted down there. This will lift up, so that can be placed in there at some point, and it'll be hidden a little bit, I think, hopefully. So yeah, that's our job then. Going to take these two parts and get started. Right, so there we go. We've got now the train pieces taken out that we need to take out, so we can start popping in our power functions features. Now, as you see, the main train here, the steam engine part of the train, I guess you would call it, I think. We've took out the cabin here, and that's where the IR receiver is going to sit. And then underneath we've took out the wheels, and we're going to replace all the wheels in the chassis. As you can see, they're all sat just here, all those parts that we took out. And then this part was well, it was all easy, but this was the easiest part, the coal compartment part. This was the part that sat in there. It literally was just clipped in and then angled up. That just lifted straight out. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put in our power functions pieces to this, and then fingers crossed it should all work. So here's the new chassis, the power functions one. As you can see, it's got the little cable here. So now all I need to do is thread this through there, connect that like that, and then add in the back wheels, and that should be part one. Simple. So as you can see, the chassis is now on, wire threaded through, and the IR receiver is in place. Next thing to do is just rebuild the cabin. So far so good, guys. Quick reminder, before we put this in place, we need to put batteries in. That's thinking, that would help. Now where are those batteries? Woohoo! So there we go, we've got it done, guys. Everything's back into place. The new chassis is on, the IR receiver's in, and the battery pack, which I don't know why, but I know I said it first, needs 3 batteries, and I knew it didn't need 3 batteries, it needs 6 batteries. So that's all in. The power comes onto there, I've checked already. The only thing I need to check now is if the IR receiver is on the right channel for the remote. And then if that's alright, we'll tidy these cables up so we can barely see them. So let's take this upstairs now and give it a shot. Here we go then, guys. Success. The winter holiday train, is all completed with the power functions now. So I brought it up here into our Lego City room. Now just bear in mind, when you see the city's nowhere near complete. Buildings are just being put down in place and stuff. So as you see the train going round in a second, just bear that in mind. There's lots of things just being dumped in the middle as well, because it's spare space essentially at the moment, especially when this room is also doubling up as a Christmas storage room. So yeah, a little bit sidetracked there, but I've had a test run with it. It works absolutely fine. One problem is these wheels tend to stick sometimes. Apparently it's a common problem with this mechanism, with this power functions on this train. Some people think it's to do with this, because the tree and train rotates around. So some people seem to think it's a problem with that. It still does it when you disconnect this carriage. It's not a major problem, just sometimes it slows down the train. It tends to be worse on flex track as well, but hey ho, there is a fix to it using a rubber band, and I'll probably do that over time. The other problem we had, because I did do a test run to make sure it worked before I had filmed anything with the train going round, is our station up here, which isn't a massive problem because the winter train, like I said, is going to be in a winter village scene we're going to do downstairs every Christmas, and very rarely we'll probably go around the Lego city itself. But this station here, this roof wasn't actually big enough. So the first time I set the train off at a different area, it just came hurling through and it just lobbed off that top bit there. So as you can see, I've done some quick repairs. By quick repairs, all I really needed was an extra brick adding in here, which these were tan bricks anyway, and luckily I had a tan brick anyway to just add on there, and that lifted up that bit. And then just on the side there where you can see the other tan brick, I've just added one in there, and then it absolutely fine goes through. But we do have another problem, is when I did that repair, I then didn't realise that over here I have my very, very lovely 4-poster, and the frame at the back there behind the modulars, that also lobs off the chimney steam roof thing for the train. So I'm going to get the train running. I'm going to take this off because it'll just decapitate itself. The train will keep going, but that'll just get decapitated, and then I have to fish down the back. So let's get this going, guys, and see how it looks going around our city. Let's hope I'm put it in the right direction first and foremost. Yeah, there we go. Train just starting nice and steadily, and then look at that, goes through that tunnel. Awesome. And then it'll come through the back there. Great. Just behind the modulars, you can see it through those windows. It'll come around here. There we go, around that bend, and you'll see just to spin here, see there, oh, a bit of a struggle there, but keeps going, and then into that tunnel again. I love seeing the trains go in that tunnel and then come out the other side. It looks fantastic. I'm going to go with a bit of handheld, so sorry for the shaky skills now, but let's just go so you can see the back of the buildings. It's going to come round in a second. There we go. Looks a bit less impressive without the chimney on, but hey ho. Yeah, see, just sticks a little bit and struggles around that flex track, doesn't it? Into the tunnel. Let's catch it coming out the tunnel behind the hidden side diner. There we go. Yeah. It always looks great to see the trains going, doesn't it? And then as we... There we go. Whoa, that struggled a lot there. So that is definitely something I'm going to have to fix there, guys. So I've stopped it there, and I'll just put the camera down now. So I'll definitely fix that problem, but it's one of those things. So I hope you enjoy that, and yeah, success. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video, guys, and we hope you found that helpful, fun, enjoyable. I don't know, you let us know. Please, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to our channel and leave us any comments you wish behind. We're also over on Instagram, so if you're on there, why not join us at dailies_bricks and come by and say hello. So that's it for today. Coming up soon on the channel, we've got the winter sets to get out and set up a little winter scene around the house somewhere. Don't know where yet, but that's going to happen. We'll be building the elf clubhouse. Might even have a Christmas mock coming up as well. And we've got a treehouse to build. So loads and loads of really, in my eyes, cool stuff coming up. If there's anything you want to see or feel like I should be doing, also please let me know, guys. But until next time, stay safe and we'll see you soon. Bye!